President's car has just turned in our Spruce Line Lane, coming in from Nebraska Avenue. Car with the flags, first car in the procession. Rounding the turn. Secret Service cars, newsmen behind him. Perfect day for this. Temperature about 80, bright sun. You see the presidential flag on one fender. President riding in the back with two men, Robert Montgomery and Jim Haggerty. The President is being greeted by Carlton Smith, General Manager of WRC, and by Robert Sarnoff, President of the National Broadcasting Company. Robert Montgomery, the President's TV advisor. Jim Haggerty being greeted by Mr. Sarnoff. They come inside. The President looks up. The President has expressed a desire to see the technical facilities inside. He will be taken below by Mr. Smith and Mr. Sarnoff, and then come up to Studio A for the dedicatory ceremonies. Meanwhile, a great number of dignitaries have arrived there. For that story, to David Brinkley.
The cameras you see before you are color cameras. They are now transmitting a black and white picture. By pressing this button, which I now do, the cameras are transmitting a live color picture. When you step before them, you will be making your first appearance on color television from Washington. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Thank you very much. President Sarnoff, distinguished guests, fellow Americans. I think all of us realize that in these fast-moving times, it is highly important that our nation's capital should be attached to every single citizen in this country by the very fastest, best kind of communication.
Hi guys, it's Coin Crazy, and I have for you today the 1990 Eisenhower Centennial Silver Commemorative Dollar. So this is an awesome coin featuring an awesome person. And when you get it, it comes in this gorgeous dark green clamshell. It's a massive case. A little disappointed, I bought this one off eBay, and you can see there are a couple black marks on the bottom of it. But I can't complain too much because they gave me a fantastic deal. It has the U.S. seal like all the other commemorative clamshells, the cases that the commemorative dollars come in. It's just a massive case. I have to. That's the thing you notice first about this. You need your whole hand to handle the case. It's about twice the size as the current clamshells. When you order a commemorative coin today from the mint, this is the clamshell it comes from. You can see it's about twice the size of one of those. But it's a gorgeous case. Gorgeous color. I really like the case that it comes in. You can see that when you open it up, you have the red, white, and blue seal that we're all accustomed to. It says United States Eisenhower Centennial Silver Dollar, and here is the coin. It's a really cool coin. It's a beautiful coin, and it has a lot of detail. It's one of these coins, though, that when you hold it at different angles, you can really see a great amount of detail. You can see, for example, the veins on his forehead and the bags under his eyes, and just so many different details come out when you angle this in different ways. You can see it says 1890 through 1990. The 1890 is his birth year. Eisenhower was born on October 14th of 1890, and 1990 would have been the centennial anniversary of his birth. And of course, this was minted at the West Point Mint, and there were 241,000 uncirculated versions of this made, and about 1.1 million proof versions of this made. So if you're going to buy this, I'd encourage you to get the BU version, the uncirculated version, because it is definitely a lot more rarer than the proof version. But I mean, look at the details in like his cheekbones, and I mean, just so much more comes out. You can really see the time they put into designing this when you move it around in different light, in different angles. So It's a really, really neat coin. The back of it, the reverse, is his retirement home at Gettysburg. And I like this, but then I don't. I really can't, to the right, the tree to the right underneath the word America looks like a Christmas tree to me. And then I can't tell right above where it says Eisenhower Home, right above the H there, I can't tell if that's supposed to be a bell, a mailbox. Is that a person standing there without any legs? I mean, I really can't figure out what. I think it's a bell. Guys, let me know in the comments below if you know what that is. I can't tell if it's a bell. And unfortunately, the red book, I looked it up there and it doesn't give you any information other than that is his childhood home. The cool thing about this is the only U.S. coin to feature two portraits of the same person on the same side. So Dwight Eisenhower, he was born in Denison, Texas, which is it's right on the border of Oklahoma and Texas. Here is his childhood home there. And then if you, he was raised in Abilene, Kansas, my neck of the woods. There's his home in Abilene, and that is where his presidential library is. It's a very, very, very cool place to visit, and I pass it by all the time when I go back home to see family. And then so, let's look at some other coins that feature Dwight Eisenhower. You have, of course, the infamous Ike dollars. And I have two versions here. I have the business strike version of the just regular everyday Ike dollar. And then I have the bicentennial version, which the difference is the date, and then the back here you can see the different design. These are gorgeous coins in proof version. I have to tell you, the fields just make it like you're holding a mirror. But I've never seen one of these silver proofs that didn't have that haze. I mean, I've opened up a ton of brown Ike cases. They come in brown containers, and they all have haze, and I think that's because their fields are so massive compared to the devices. You can also get uncirculated versions in these red and blue sets, and the red set has all the bicentennial coins that year, and of course it's silver. You can see it says silver uncirculated set. And this is the first time, I guess I never really paid any attention, but it came with assembly instructions, and I guess I've never read this side of the coin before. I thought, was this supposed to be in here? And I looked at it, and I guess you can remove some wax paper and actually display your coins. There's adhesive where you can use the additional packaging that's inside of the red container to display your coins. I thought that was pretty cool. I guess I did not know that. I don't pay attention like I should. These are beautiful coins in these uncirculated sets, and they're usually in stellar condition. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the coin will be in beautiful condition. Here's a set of Eisenhowers I put together. And you guys, if you really want to put together a set of big dollar coins and you only have a couple $100s to work with, put together a set. Look at how beautiful the proofs are. You put together a set of pie grade Ike dollars, because you can do that for literally a couple $100. I mean, at the most you might spend $12 to $13 on a few coins in this series, but for the most part, a couple $100 you'll be able to put together a really nice set of Ike dollars. And in some of the years they had type 1 and type 2 varieties. And for some reason, when I was making this video, I thought that there were also some early varieties. But I'll show you here one of the varieties. It's real simple to identify, and it's because of the lettering, the style of the lettering on the back. You can see the difference between $1 and United States of America between the coin on the right and the left. See how $1 is bold? It looks like someone, and then this one is not bold. Can you see that difference there? It looks like someone pressed the bold button on a word processor and then took it off. That's the difference there. I just got this in today. This is an MS66 1972 silver Ike dollar. And like I said, this came out of one of those blue packaging uncirculated sets. And these coins are almost in perfect condition in those sets. So you can buy a bunch of those sets and send them in, and you're going to get high grades almost every single time. But I wanted an MS66, and again, very affordable. In this grade, slabbed, the whole 9 yards, $20. And this was one of those impulse purchases. I didn't have an Ike dollar that was graded this high, and I could have bought an MS67 for actually the same price. But I wanted this one because it featured his picture on the slab. You can see that. I thought that was really cool. So if you ask me, Dwight Eisenhower is and was a total badass. He accomplished so much during his tenure as president, as the time he served in the military, just his life in general. Did you guys know, just some fun facts for you, that his birth name is not actually Dwight. It's actually David Dwight, but because he shared his father's first name and he wasn't called Junior, his mom called him Dwight instead, his middle name. And so that's how we came to know him as Dwight Eisenhower. And I bet you didn't know that he loved to smoke. You can see him in the picture here smoking. He smoked 3 or 4 packs of cigarettes a day and picked up the habit while he was a student at West Point, and he only quit a few years before he became president. Both parties wanted him to run for president. He presided over desegregation when the Brown versus Board of Education Supreme Court ruling was made, and the Little Rock, there was integration at the all-white school in Little Rock, and the Arkansas governor failed to comply. Alaska and Hawaii became states under his watch. He was the first president constitutionally prevented from seeking a third term. This guy is awesome. He left active duty to become president and then returned to active duty when his term was over. I mean, he was an artist. He made over 200 paintings. There are so many cool things about Dwight Eisenhower that just will blow you away. I don't know if all presidents are as accomplished or as this gentleman was, but this guy was. And it's kind of funny. He said regarding his artwork, they would have burned this shit a long time ago if I weren't the President of the United States. So he was very humble as well. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and as a little token of my appreciation, I'm going to have a little contest. So to enter, all you have to do is leave a comment below. You can say whatever you want. As long as you leave a comment, you've entered the contest. And on June 23rd, I'm going to use one of those random YouTube comment picker tools you can find on Google. I'm going to have it randomly select somebody's name who's left a comment, and that person is going to win an incredibly nice Ike dollar. Not the one pictured here. I have a ton of them, and I'm going to pick a really, really, really nice one out, and I'll send it to you. So again, all you have to do to enter the contest is leave a comment below, and you have to be subscribed. No ifs, ands, or buts, but leave a comment below, and then on June 23rd, I'll make a video announcing the winner, and you send me your address, I'll send you a very, very, very nice Ike dollar. Hey guys, thank you for watching, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.